this is my experiences with eBay. We're gonna do a quick. You're gonna. We're gonna do a quick question and answer with my brother Ed. He's got to be running, and we're gonna try to get this done quick. So, 5 minutes top. So, Ed, I remember last time you were discussing about the shipping with big TVs, VCRs, and stuff like that. Like, try to mention that process again and step by step, slow, like 1, 2, and 3.
Sure. Okay. So the first thing I'll say is this, right? I'm probably getting a lot of people's attention. Shipping these items, is not easy, right? Like, you can't just take a 13-inch tube TV, CRT TV, throw it in a box, right? Maybe put one thing of small bubbles around it, and expect it to arrive there in one piece. Okay. It's a challenge. That's why a lot of people stay away from the heavier, bulkier stuff because it's you have to do certain kinds of things to make sure it gets there safe. So what I'll say is this: the first thing is that if you could shake a box and you hear something move, in general, it's bad when you're shipping. If you want to have everything compact, not have things go around, but it even compounds things when you have bigger, bulkier items, heavier items. Okay, because that slightest little shift, is going to take everything out. So I give you examples, horror story examples of myself, just when I learned this process. So I sold this really high end Nagamichi tape deck, vintage tape deck. We're talking about say high end, say I think it was roughly $200 when I sold it. Okay, so it's a good item in working condition. And so what happened with this item is naive, and I think I single bubbled it. I think I doubled it with single bubble, the small little bubbles. And also it had a lot of spacing in the box. It was a quality box, but I had some spacing, and I put crumbled paper in there to kind of fill. Don't do that, okay? Because what happened was the person that received it, the whole front was smashed in, and you thought if I do the box, it's not going to move. The problem with the crumbled paper is that right away it just flattens. Because when you have heavy items, it just flattens. So that's rule number one. Do not use that when you're doing bigger stuff and heavier stuff. And so what I've learned is this. I did find somebody that does it really well, that actually does a lot of electronics. And what they do is they use, first off, there's small bubbles and there's big bubbles. Okay, with big bubbles, you have to, use that, okay, when you're doing the heavy stuff, okay? And also, too, you have to do multiple layers of it. So usually I do about 3 or 4 layers around, and then I do a certain thing, 3 or 4 layers in the front, 3 or 4 layers in the back. Don't be cheap with that thing, because literally you have to make the thing the assumption in your head that it's going to be dropped. So you take this, it's like a bubble. You drop it, you have to look at spaces to see if there's any spacing and stuff. Make sure it's really secure. That's really a step number one. Now that's a big step because it takes a lot of time to do that. Step number two, after you have all that done, is the box. So you find it's kind of just a box. There's going to be a lot of spacing in it. So what I've learned is I have these boxes where I get them and I cut them and I size them and I get it. So it's literally it's called a Frankenbox, where you're making just baking a box, from boxes. I have boxes I use, but I have a method I do. And I size it and everything else, so it's really snug. Okay? And if there's any give whatsoever, what I'll do is I'll cut cardboard and fold it and kind of have things, so it's really snug in the package. And then I glue tape it. I'm not cheap on my tape. I go all the way around. But all in all, that's my method, and it's been working well. And that's pretty much it.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say this and get your commentary, and then we'll end this podcast. But it's a short one. But I agree with you with the crumbled paper or whatever, because I wrapped I mentioned this in one of the podcasts that hasn't aired yet. I put crumbled up paper, put in the LJN figures, shipped it. Not to mention that didn't take into account that it would rain, it was snowstorm, and then all that wetness would get into the paper and stick. Because if you know LJN figures like me, some of those LJN figures are sticky.
Right.
So, I screwed up on that just by the paper. So, I had to, redo how I do things, and I put the bubble wrap in there and make sure it's cushioned.
That's part of it. Joe, it's when you said that stuff. I do other things. We could have another podcast at a later date, but there's ways to save money on certain things to like your shipping. But I will note this. This could be another conversation I'll go into. But when it comes to like the heavier shipping, what I found is that the post office or USPS is not the way to go. Okay, when it comes to the bigger stuff and heavier stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
They're very, very expensive. Okay. So I go through UPS. Okay. UPS tends to have better rates when you have the bigger and bulkier and heavier stuff. And we're talking about major differences. There's stuff that I ship that literally the post office would want to charge me $70 for.
Yeah.
Where the UPS was less than half, like $30. So there's a big difference. Like, you got to know what you're doing, not only packing, but also when you're shipping it. So you're not wasting money at the post office.
Cool. Okay. I know it's at the 7-minute mark. You gotta get going, and I gotta wrap this up, and I gotta take care of stuff too. I'm gonna try to post some items on eBay today. So, this is my experiences on eBay. Check out my eBay stores. Mentioned them previously. They're in the description below. And check out the Joseph Vivaldi Network and the blogs, which they're in the links below too. So, have a very good day. And thank you, Ed, for being on these 2 podcasts. Take care.
Anytime, man.